Can you see what's in my hand? Can you truly see what's in my hand? What if I told you that the color that you see is a construct of your own mind? This green plant and this black and white pot is a perception in your mind. Perceiving colors is a process. It's a natural process. Because color is one of the biggest illusions in this world. But if we are unaware of this truth, we will always think that everything that we see truly exists. Think about all the time that you had to spend to earn some extra money, to travel all over the world, to experience the greenery of this world, to experience the beautiful sights that you thought exist. Think about what happened when you went shopping. That turquoise blue, that red, cherry red, or that sea green dress. All these colors are mere perceptions in your mind. Because color is not an objective property of this physical world. Let's assume that you see this green plant, but truly, green does not exist in this plant. As a resultant of a process, the mind perceives green. But even if I tell you, you might not believe me, because what you experience feels so real. The green that you experience, it feels so real that we always fall a little bit short to understand the true world that we live in. I want to draw your attention to how this sight happens. You think that you can see this green plant, but let's see how it happens. Because oftentimes when we see things, we always believe that it is I who see things. Don't you agree? Whenever you see something, you always think that I can see this. I'm the one who's seeing it. But as we will discuss, you will realize that there is no need of a person for that to happen. Because everything in this world is a process. And what we experience is the resultant of that process. So let's check how it happens. So you think that that plant is green, right? But what actually happens is, let's assume that this is a leaf, and when sunlight falls onto this leaf, due to these pigments, it absorbs red and blue light waves and reflects green light wave, which is then focused onto your retina and is converted into an electric signal. And when it goes to your brain through optic nerves, it is then converted into a mental object, which is perceived by millions of chittas, arise and passes away. That is how you see this color green. It is never existed in this leaf because none of these objects inherently have colors. Colors is a resultant of this process, and it is a perception in your mind. So tell me, in this process, is there a person? Is there a need of a doer? Because whenever a chitta arises to recognize what has come into contact with this faculty of eye, sight happens in your mind. There is no need of a person to do that. It's like, think of a potato chip factory, chips that we eat. The end result of that process is a packet of chips, right? But that is a process. We put potatoes and then it undergoes a certain process, and as the end result, it produces chips. This is what happens even when sight happens. But when we don't understand, or when we are unaware of this truth, we always think that it is me who is doing it. It's like your mom is baking a cake, and at the end of it, you think it's me who baked it. That's not fair, is it? This sight is a mere process. Whenever an object comes into contact with the faculty of eye, you can't stop this process, can you? If you can't stop this process, you can't say that it is me who is doing it. For an example, while looking at this, can you stop seeing? If it is you who is seeing this, you should always have the ability to stop seeing this also. The very fact that you can't stop seeing this proves that it is not you who is doing it. I mean, try and experience it. Can you stop seeing this while looking at it? Is it even possible? But whenever sight happens, we always feel that it is me who is seeing it. Don't you feel it that way? Don't you feel that it is you who is seeing this? But whenever that feeling happens, whenever you feel that there is a self who does all these things, I really want you to think about it as a process. Whenever you feel, whenever you go to work, whenever you spend time with your kids, try and reflect. Whenever you watch TV, if you feel it is me who's watching it, reflect on this process. A chitta arises and passes away, perceiving what has come into contact with the faculty of eye. This is what happens. That's the reality, that's the truth. And more often, if you can practice this more often, you will slowly begin to question, if it is not me who is doing it, what is this sense of separation? What is this sense of self that I feel? You will slowly begin to ask that question from yourself. But to do that, you will need to practice this. Whenever you feel that it is you who is doing it. Because we believe what we see is true. We always believe what we hear is true.